Yo, welcome back guys, Nicholas, Adam. Adam wants to apologise for the last van video where people said he looked dopey or high. Intoxicated.
Yeah.
He's not, this is his face. So
Yeah.
Adam, can you apologise to everyone for your face?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just a moody, mardy teenager. Yeah.
It's his birthday soon, next week. By the time this comes out, it will be his birthday on Saturday. What do you want for your birthday? I've not asked. Right, doesn't matter. We'll talk after.
Nothing, yeah.
Video is, it's not a moaning video. I want to just explain what has just happened, where we should have been today and where we should have been tomorrow, and the situation. So a builder got hold of my number from YouTube. Really nice guy. This is not the builder's fault. I'm not having a moaning video on the builder at all. He did everything in his power sort of to get us on this job, blah, blah, blah. They'd been let down last minute by a spark, wanted us to go over a quote. We did the next day, sent a quote over, spoke to the builder. I was within £100 of the previous spark. There was 20 downlights. It's a big extension. 20 downlights, 15, 16, 17 double sockets, lighting upstairs, lighting outside sockets, you know, new fuse board.
Lots of soffit lights outside.
Yeah, which was a lot of the downlight. There's a lot of work going into it. Anyway, so we said, I'll move over the Wednesday and the Thursday so we can get you in so you're not held up. Spoke to my other customers, no problem at all.
Which is today and tomorrow.
Yeah. So, as you can guess, we're not here, hence the video. And it was left sort of, I said to him, let me know as soon as possible if you can, so I can book the job in. If not, I can rearrange stuff. You can only really move customers once, twice, maybe. But people obviously change their schedules and the way they work or babysitting or whatever they do. If we then have to move them, it's you then become the unreliable, annoying trade person because you've moved their job around more than once, sort of thing. So we try not to do that as best as possible. So what's happened, left it a day, heard nothing back, message, can you let me know as soon as possible? Yeah, we're just waiting on another quote. This is the customer. Waiting on another quote from another guy. I'm hungry. And we'll let you know, hope that's okay. I said, yeah, of course, no problem. Like, it's your money, there's no issue with that whatsoever. He said he will message by the end of the day and I will let you know by tonight. And this was already at Harper's State at night. Heard nothing. Next morning, any news, so I know what to do. Oh, he didn't get back to me. He's going to get back to me tonight. And already I'm just thinking, I did everything in my power to come around the same day to quote you as within like the good time frame. I think it was 2 days I managed to do it with him. It was over the weekend. Let you know, good breakdown, all that sort of stuff. Move things around. Did everything I could do possible to make things easy for the customer. And then again, didn't hear anything that night, so I messaged, which was yesterday, which I'd still left clear the Wednesday and the Thursday. You know, what's happening, please? Can you let me know? Or we've decided to go with the other guy. He's come in considerably cheaper than you.
That was at 8 o'clock at night or something.
And yeah, I was talking to Adam. We were playing on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Just before I did the podcast. And it was like, right, so I got on the phone, spoke to a few people, got the jobs booked back in. We moved things around. It wasn't the same jobs I'd moved. It was other jobs that we could squeeze in. But it comes to the stage where if I didn't have the time, let's say I didn't have the work or we didn't have the right customers where we could easily just jump on some stuff, there's 2 days wasted straight away. So I'm asking you guys, would you turn around and get deposits? Because I've never done this and I don't like to think that I want to do this as much as we've never really been messed around properly. It's been a couple of jobs. We understand things happen and whatnot, but not when you've promised someone the stuff and you've done everything you can to then be palmed off and, oh, someone's cheaper. Because cheaper is not always better, is it?
No.
Might say we've seen, oh, he was quite cheap price and we've come in and fixed stuff that people have done on the cheap. But you pay cheap, you get cheap, and sometimes it might work out in your favour, but 99% of the time it doesn't. At least, you know, we're reliable, we turn up when we say we do, and we do a good job. Hence proving the pudding with all the stuff on YouTube. But yeah, do I from now on, when I quote stuff and people accept the quote, this wasn't accepted. Just to let you know, it was spoken about and stuff was moved around, so it's not quite in this situation, this scenario, this isn't this. But do you guys say, right, yeah, I want a deposit down? I do it for house rewires. I always say I want a percentage, but I mean talking just day jobs now. Do I say, yeah, I want £50 deposit? If you cancel on me, then it's non-refundable, and I at least get something for the day, and then if we can't fit anything in, then it's not a total loss.
Yeah, it's either that or don't some people, I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure don't some people charge for a quote or something in some way.
Some people used to. This is years ago. You see on a lot of vans that were started to be sign written as of 15 years ago, free quotations. because people used to charge for quotes. Because realistically, if you ask me to do you a quote on your rewire your house now, site visit to start with. Most of the time, if it's stuff I'm doing off the guys on YouTube, I'm just saying, email me a list of stuff you want, a floor plan, take some pictures, and I can give you a very good estimate from that sort of stuff, and we could sort of work from there. But if we're going around to do, let's say it's in Stafford, we're going to go in price. It's my time in an evening, maybe your time as well if it's in the day. Fuel, go around there. You're at least there, at least half an hour, 45 minutes, going through a house rewire. We go home, we're pricing materials up, we're doing all our customer database, we're doing the quotations, estimate, whatever you want to call it. You're talking 2 hours work. To then go backwards and forwards quite a few times with different emails, which is always the case, which is always part of a big estimate, which it's not a problem. Realistically, it's 2.5 hours minimum for a house rewire quote. If you were to put that in our terms of being an electrical wage, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But we do it because it has to be. If you want to be competitive to the next guy who will give you a free quote, I have to give a free quote.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. People used to charge back in the day because of people just wasting their time of getting 3, 4, 5 quotes, which is fine and acceptable, and I honestly get it, because they want to make sure that they're getting the right person for the right job. But then again, the cheapest isn't always best. So it's a difficult line to walk on, because you want to make sure that you're covered and not losing the day, but then you don't want to come across to the customer of being a money grabber, because that's quite easy to come across like. If you're saying, yeah, that's the job, I want some money for this job before I start. I think the only way I can say it is, from now on, I'm going to have to start charging people a deposit or a percentage of each quote accepted, because I've been messed over now several times. I'm the one losing out, no one else is.
Yeah, I suppose the deposit idea is good, because as soon as they've technically accepted it.
And they can always move it if they needed to. Very much like my mate's a tattoo artist. You have to put down a cash deposit for each job. If you want to move it, not really an issue as long as there's enough notice, but you could put a clause in there. If you move it within 3 or 4 days close to the job,
there's a £25 standing fee.
There's a charge on it. But if it's any time a week after where we've got time to breathe and move and make phone calls, that's not an issue. But if you then cancel it the day before, which we've had a few people do, a complete unforeseen circumstances of, you know, a death in the family or an emergency, or, do you know, stuff that we really can't, you can make exceptions with it, especially if you have a rapport with them and you know the customer well. But if it's just a random guy and he's saying, oh, we've got to go to the hospital, I get it, but the person that's losing out is me and my business and my bank account. I'm paying for Adam still. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't go into Tesco and buy some food and go, oh, I've had an emergency, I can't pay for it right now, but I'll pay for it next week. They're just going to go, well, give me all my shopping back, please.
Yeah, if you look at it on paper, it's still someone wanting something and someone...
Yeah, someone's time has been wasted.
Having to pay for it. Like.
So, but yeah, I just thought the builder, not an issue, really nice guy. And if you're watching this, you did everything in your power, and it is what it is. It's customers that they obviously wanted to test the water and see other quotes. I get it, absolutely fine, 100%. I'm not moaning about that at all. It's just, and he did say to me, the builder, not the builder, sorry, he did say to me, the customer, if you want to book that in and we can book it in a later date. And I said, yeah, we can, that's fine. It's just I'm conscientious that the builder needs this work doing ASAP, otherwise he's then going to get knocked back, and then the builder is going to have time wasted. So the customer did say that to me. He said, you know, if we go with you, can you give us some other dates? But it was just like, I felt like we did everything that we could professionally to get this job and to help out, and it being close to home as well, for them to go with someone else, which is fine. And I hope he does a great job, and I hope it all goes well. It's just, it's happening a little bit too often now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's starting to get a bit annoying, but it is what it is. But anyway, let me know your thoughts, deposits, cash-wise, what do you do? Any clauses in estimates or quotations? I'd be keen to know whether or not we can just copy and paste a little bit, and I can just stick it on my Tradify stuff. Speaking of Tradify, today's video is sponsored to Tradify. Tradify is my job management app, and I've actually forgotten my iPad for the first time.
You haven't, you?
My daughter was using it. She was watching it when we were playing last night, just before. She was watching it on the floor.
Peppa Pig, yeah.
It wasn't Peppa Pig. It was Warful, something like that. Oh, my stomach. Anyway, Tradify is my job management app that helps me do invoicing, quotes, scheduling, estimates, should I say, not quotations. That helps me track jobs, invoice jobs, attach my certificates to it. There's 50% off for the first 3 months if you use the code below. So go check it out. So thank you very much, Tradify. And Adam, is there any other words you want to say?
Who's this? Oh, the wrong way.
Have you got it on?
Got it on?
Whoa! Whoa! Rhino Trade Insurance. Use code Bundy10 for 10%
I don't know if you
off.
can see that, but
They can, yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
they are.
What we're seeing at the camera, we've got the front lens, and realistically, this is all we can see on the screen at the front. But I know at the back, we've got these beautiful faces in.
not me. I need a haircut, so just excuses.
I need a haircut. You've seen this now. Look at the tail I've got hanging out the back.
Get a mullet, I dare you.
Oh, I can pull off a mullet. To be fair, probably could. Don't want to though. Don't want to make everyone else jealous that has mullets. You know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care now. Bye bye then.
Bye.